you like that song? I wrote that song.
No, you didn't.
I wrote it.
Shut your mouth.
Every word.
Shut your mouth.
Every word. All the songs you hear are written by RFS Dan himself.
All the songs I ever hear?
Yeah. No inspiration from anything else.
I see.
All RFS Dan. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hello, everybody on YouTube, and hello, everybody on Facebook, but not hello to anybody on Twitch because they had a security breach, so I'm not playing on there for a minute.
That's fair.
All the zeros and ones, you know, everything's just zeros and ones. So how's it going, everybody? Sorry, I was getting a broadcast alert. It's hockey. It's
for your own broadcast.
It's opening night for hockey. Look how new my hat is. My new hat. The hat's so new that it comes with a built-in emoji. Like, tell me something shocking.
I don't have anything shocking.
What'd you say?
Jesus.
Right?
Terrible, Dan.
No,
Terrible.
No, I like it. It'll never be newer than it has now. Look, it's got stickers on it. I didn't read it. Let me see if I can read it for you.
That's a pretty flat bill you got going on there, Dan.
That's what she said.
It's a look.
Uh-huh. How was your day today?
My day?
Yeah.
It was good. I snuggled some cats.
Oh, right. Because you work at a pet place?
Pretty much. I broke up a cat fight.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
That's
good of you.
Not like a Garfield fight. Like, they were all talk. But, you know, I heard the call of my people from my desk and got up and everybody laughed at me because I went out there to go break up the cat fight.
Must have been two men cat.
Yes. Yes, they were fighting over the food.
You might have to move the microphone into play.
No one wants to hear me.
You know what? I'm not going to be able to wear these glasses. Sorry. How's everybody doing out there? Helen with the super chat, thank you so much. Don't quit your day job, Helen is what we named her, since that's the comment she wrote for me when I saw my small little song.
Got it.
Yeah, she said, don't quit your day job, Dan. So here I am.
Valid advice.
Here I am doing my day job. Actually, that's weird because that is my day job.
No, your day job is editing. Your night job is entertaining.
Cheers, Helen. I hope you're having a good night. Helen,
she wants to know your feelings on pineapple on hamburger. We know how you feel about it on pizza. What about on hamburger?
Oh, I'm all about it.
Yeah? You just like pineapple on anything?
Yeah, you know, like that pineapple ring that's all like crisp and stuff like that, but thinly sliced, not so thick slice. Thin slice, I'm all about it. Yeah. Helen, what did you think? You know, in the RFS fam on Facebook. Oops, I don't have links. Oops, I
Do you even live stream,
don't have links again. No?
Don't quit your day job, Dan.
Is this my day job?
No, this is your night job. We just established this. Maybe you should slow down on the whiskey.
But the day job, okay. Anyway, so, so I posted in there this picture of Domino's testing this Vegemite pizza in Australia. Helen, I need you to sign off on this. Is this a good idea or not a good idea?
So it's not here. It's only in Australia.
They're testing it in Australia. You gotta control this. I see a Facebooky thing and a thing here.
I'm working on it.
Thank you. Hold on. So Helen, I need to know if you would try this.
I most certainly would not.
No?
We got a super chat here from Lucas. Thank you so much.
Hi,
Says,
Lucas.
hey guys, nice being here again. Hope y'all are doing well. Just watched the new Scream trailer and it looks awesome.
Yeah, so what is up with that? Did they...
I saw that it was a thing, but I have not watched the trailer.
Is it a reboot? And did we already have a reboot? Because the original Scream's good. We watched it last season. Did we go through the Screams? We went through a couple of the Screams and Scary Movies last season.
We watched the first one. I don't think we watched any more. How many are there?
There's
like 8?
There's 3 canon ones.
Okay.
There's 3 canon ones with Laurie Metcalf was one of the bad guys one time.
Yeah. Spoiler!
And
dang, what if people haven't watched it?
Well, I mean, you only see her when she's the bad person.
No, you see her through the whole... Oh, dang.
Oh, man.
Dang.
But is this, Lucas, is this a reboot, like, scene for scene reboot, or is this just another Scream where, like, he's a little older and is, well...
He says it's basically a 5th movie. Okay, so it just carries on.
Okay, then no, I haven't seen it. But I'm interested. I enjoyed the Scream movies. Those are the scary movies from my time.
I'm down to watch it, so I don't know that I really want to watch the trailer.
Okay.
We both try to avoid trailers. If we know we're gonna watch something, why watch the trailer? I don't want to be spoiled.
Sometimes I'll stop you, like stop. So we just need to figure out where this is at. Is this coming to Disney Plus? Is this coming to, like, where is this coming to? So
I don't know.
As long as we can figure that out, I'm in to watch it.
I'm sure eventually we'll figure it out. He says in the trailer, Sydney is back, as far as he knows.
No way. I mean, I guess, like, I ain't seen anything out of her. Was it Neve Campbell? I ain't seen anything out of her in years.
Yeah, I don't think so. Huh?
Maybe she'll come back with the reboot of Party of 5 called Party of 55.
I don't think she's that old yet.
No?
Emily on Facebook says she can't wait to go watch the Scream movie.
Yeah, me too.
I'd watch it. I'm down for it.
Yeah, I'm down for it. That's one of my favorites. Oh, Halloween, the H2O Halloween movie was really good. I like that one. Was good in my time. Did you remember any 90s good Halloween movies?
90s?
Yeah, Something About Mary doesn't count.
That's not a Halloween movie.
Okay.
No, my favorite's always the Nightmare on Elm Street. But I think those started in were they 90s or late 80s?
Some of them,
I think 88 or something like that was the first one.
By the time Freddy versus Jason, it was in the 90s.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the Nightmare on Elm Street's always my favorite. My dad used to take me to the theater to go see them when they would come out, and that's my go-to favorite for sure. I own the whole box set and love them. Brittany is here. Says she woke up 1 minute before we went live. Brittany. So thanks for joining us.
Welcome. We're just kind of hanging out for a little bit. We're gonna play some Jackbox games in a little bit, but yes. I kind of rather just hang out with you guys.
That's fair. Aaron wants to know what's up with that crazy wind yesterday.
Oh my gosh,
it was ridiculous. Aaron?
So, like, today I had to, like, pick up this off of our back door where the wind hits. The little crack that's there was so much dust coming from there. I had to, like...
Yeah, we might need to reseal that.
Right. When I was driving to the post office, all the turns by the boulevard there were all full of loose, fine sand. Like, somebody put beach sand there. It was just full of beach sand.
All across town, the wind blows west to east, so the east side of the street has, like, a pile of dirt everywhere, like the whole town. It's bad.
Right.
But I don't know. Perfectly normal day today. It was barely breezy, but yesterday I think Blake said they hit 45 miles an hour. It was pretty damn windy.
I believe it was more than that. It was bad. I was up against this window right here, so I was editing the videos yesterday, and then the winds pick up, and I have my elbows on the window sill.
Sill.
Is that what it is?
It's not a seal.
I could feel because I have that overhang over the cars. When it would get gusty, I could feel it trying to pick it up, and the wall of our house that is connected to it was just shaking.
I wonder if the insurance would cover that.
And just shaking. I don't know. I saw someone's
wind damage.
I saw someone's backyard cap, like it was like off and in the air, and
backyard cap.
Yeah, you know, like it's got 4 posts and like
like a little pergola thing or something.
Sure.
Oh, wait, what did you see yesterday with the neighbor though? Remember the neighbor? When he was getting in his car? Dan, you were like losing your mind over it. The neighbor was getting into his car and the gust of wind came.
Oh, yes. So the neighbor was getting into his car and I don't know if he's old or not, but it was like really windy and he had his hat on. It was a purple snapback and he was wearing it like this because like old people wear it, you know, like up high. And then he gets into his car. And as he's sitting like halfway into his car, it's just it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's an Oz. It's gone. He doesn't miss a beat.
He didn't even react.
He didn't miss a beat. I lose my mind.
You were really losing your mind over it.
I'm jumping up and down. I'm like, my day's made. Like, my life's made.
You like wanted to go out there and go get his hat to give to him when he came back.
Yeah, I was like, forget the birth of my son. This is like the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh my God,
best thing that ever happened to me. So now the guy's in his car and the door's shut, and I'm waiting for like 1001, 1002. Then the lights go on to go backwards. And then off he goes. Not even like, oh dang, it blew up the street, let me go drive and get it. He got into his car and did not know the hat was off of his head.
I don't think he did.
I lost my mind for how much.
Several minutes. Like I was in the middle of telling you a story and you couldn't listen to the rest of my story because you kept going off about his hat.
I couldn't deal anymore. Like it was the best thing that ever happened. That like I couldn't deal. So to this day, the hat's, I don't know. It's in the sky somewhere with that roll of toilet paper that I threw to John Lovell. I don't know. It's gone, right?
Yeah.
And I waited for a minute to see if the wind kicked it back up and sent it back my way, but it was the best thing ever.
Yeah, you were pretty entertained by that.
I was pretty stoked by it.
You're such a dork. Helen with the super chat, thank you again, friend, says that her son and her are going to try the Vegemite pizza and we'll get back to you on it. She thinks it sounds good.
Helen, how do I get you to send me a video of this? I won't even show
I thought you were going to ask for a slice.
Oh,
please don't send a slice.
No? You can just put it in the portal.
Still have Vegemite in there. You can make a pizza with Vegemite if you want.
Right, because it looks like it just replaced the sauce.
Oh.
It looks like a cheese pizza. Have you seen it?
I saw the picture you posted.
It looks like a cheese pizza with it on it.
Absolutely
but Helen,
disgusting.
please send me a video of it. I won't share it with anybody. Just slip it into my Facebook. DMs, please.
All right, I'm behind on chat
Yes.
here.
No, we're
Lucas
hanging out.
says the Scream movie's coming out next year in January. It was actually the first horror movie he saw, so he's down. And
wow,
also,
what a time to put it out. Like, there's no better time to put
why
out a horror movie than January.
I mean, I get, like, pandemic quarantine, but come on.
Yeah, I was ready to watch it, like, this week.
Yeah.
It might have driven me back to the theater.
Maybe.
Ooh, a drive-in theater. Hey.
Why aren't those making a bigger comeback?
Can we go to a drive-in theater?
Sure.
6 feet. This is how it would be in the drive-in theater. I'd be all, like, reaching for the popcorn.
You would. I was thinking about that the other day, that, like, okay, I get that you have to, like, make it and everything, but, like, why isn't it a bigger thing now? We've had a year and a half of this.
There isn't anything to do in, like, winter, because we have winter here, I guess, not really, but, like, you have to swap meet it, or it has to be like a small little racetrack. You have to do something else during the not night times. What happens between the hours of 6 a.m. and 7 p.m.? What do we do?
But don't they make enough money from the movie happening that, like, that doesn't...
Somebody's smarter than us, because we don't have any around here. I've been to one in my life when I was like 5 down in LA somewhere.
I want to say I was
Garden
like 8,
Grove.
and I don't know where we went. I don't know if it was in town. We used to have one close enough that we went.
Yeah.
Because I saw The Secret of My Success with Michael J. Fox when I was like 8 years old.
You love that flick.
No, I was a little bit traumatized.
I don't know.
But I feel like they should be making a bigger comeback, because I don't necessarily want to go to the theater and sit next to somebody. I don't know if they're still doing the spacing out thing, but I never really wanted to sit next to anybody anyway before pandemic
I would just
times.
have an outdoor roller rink. I talked about this a couple years ago, or a handful of years ago. Like, I would just have an outdoor roller rink, like outdoor roller hockey, and it's just a big area with a screen, and then off you go. I think that would be
And
cool.
then what, like a big speaker, or like, are we talking about individual car speakers?
If you go old school, you can wire the old speakers, but now it's all just...
Yeah, can't it be Bluetooth? They don't even need to wire anything. You just need a screen and Bluetooth, right? Can't they Bluetooth it to my car?
Yeah, maybe not exactly Bluetooth, but yes, they could shortwave it so you could just pick it up on a station and, like, no problem. You don't need a thing. We should be able to pick it up on a station.
Why are we doing this?
Because I don't know. Because
I'm gonna look, when the people come in and they want to build, you know how many car washes and stupid things like that they're trying to build.
Just make a tall car wash so at night they could watch the movie.
My job's at an engineering place, so we get, like, you know, the people at their first move of like, hey, I want to build a thing, and then, like, okay, here's the things that are coming.
And you try to talk about it a bit. You're like, don't build that. That's stupid.
They do occasionally. A lot of, like, people that want to build cannabis cultivation places, like across the street from a school. So there's lots of talking people out of that.
Right. Or into it. I mean,
apparently they're putting up a lettuce and tomato farm, like, greenhouse out here. And I've been there a year and a half, and the whole time I thought this was a euphemism for cannabis.
Lead-eye? Is that like is lead-eye the
lettuce and tomato? They have, like, the lettuce building and the tomato building, and the whole time I thought, like, they just called it the lettuce building and the tomato building, but they were really just going to grow weed.
Yeah. Well, it used to be 3 people that owned the company. Now it's just a lettuce and tomato, but the bacon people were there too. So you would have the BLT, and that's where the BLT came from. They're like, how can we make this work?
The pig farm's across the street.
Is it?
No, but I asked the guy the other day, like, one of the guys at work, like,
the heater's on.
Is this really lettuce and tomato? Apparently it is really lettuce and tomato.
It could be tamaco.
In the desert.
Are you sure it's not tamaco?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure?
But I'm going to start pitching it to these guys when they want to build something that's not a thing. We need to drive it.
We could do roller derby, roller rink stuff during the day. Swap meets could be there, and then at night we could show, like, flicks.
Maybe.
Who's in?
We have a swap meet.
Who wants to start the GoFundMe for the...
For the drive-in?
For the drive-in, yeah.
All right. Let's catch up on super chats here.
This.
PJ with the super chat. Thank you, friend. Says, hey,
hi,
Dan
PJ.
and Crystal, you are the best. We love you. PJ, you are the best, and we love you.
Yes. Hi, PJ. How you doing?
Hannah, I hope you heard us not miss your super chat. We were just yapping. It's hard when I see him come in and then we're yapping, and I don't want to interrupt the conversation. Super chat here from Lucas. How do you feel about Fleury being on the Chicago Blackhawks? I never thought I'd see that happen, but how do you feel considering you're a huge Penguins fan?
I'm sad. Like, I'm sad because I was sad when they took him away anyway. I thought they should have protected him and not Murray. But Murray was doing really
Fleury was
well.
a way bigger name.
Well, Fleury is getting to the end of his lifespan, and Murray was
we
going to be
didn't
the
need a
future.
Fleury and a Murray, though. Come on.
Right. So we protected Murray, let Fleury go, which Fleury, he's got so much charisma. So I loved what he did, and I loved him for Vegas. Like, Murray would not have, I don't know who would have been the, like, go-to in Vegas, because nobody has the charisma he has, so good for him. But I was really hoping, we can't afford him. He was $6 million for 1 year. He's got 1 year left. This is his last year. So he might be able to come back to the Penguins after he's a free agent, but pretty much they just gave him to the Blackhawks. Anyway, all that aside, I'm a little bummed to see him in red. Really weird to see him in red. It's always been like,
Yeah.
even on the Vegas Golden Knights, it was still black and gold.
Right.
So that's a little bit weird, is to see them in red. So I'm sad, but I hope at some point we can pick them up. But we can't afford them.
No.
We can't afford
And it's
them.
weird because Blackhawks is your like rivalry with
That's
Jason.
Jason's team.
Yeah. So now your goalie is on
They
Jason's
didn't even
team.
tell him. They just traded him, and he found out on Twitter. That
Yeah,
he
that's
was traded.
brutal. That's really brutal.
That's brutal. So I am not, but like, he's still around the league, and that makes me happy. He's still my favorite Penguin. Like, he's still my favorite player that plays right now. Like, I'm still the biggest Fleury fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of people missing drive-ins. Brittany says she's
right?
just an hour from one. So apparently they do still exist. Just not anywhere near us.
I need to go to one to see, like, is this a fun experience anymore? Is it not what we think it was? Is it not what we think it is? Because I've never, I've been to one once when I was 5. It was the Money Pit and Rambo 3, and I fell asleep. I was like 5. Seriously, I was like 5 or 6 years old.
Melissa thinks if it was a multiplex drive-in, they'd do okay, but a single screen probably wouldn't be profitable to be able to bring in first-rate movies.
That's true, too. You have to pay a lot for
Morgan
movies.
must have one near her. The theater. Oh wait, no, regular theaters. The theater down by Morgan has social distancing, huge recliners, and a wall between each row, so you can't see the people in the front. I am all about walls between people.
What is that? What, like, inside the theater? Mm-hmm. Can I have a picture of this, please?
Can I come see a movie down there?
Can I see a picture of this?
Misty fan named Jen says for drive-ins, the voice track is on the radio now. Okay,
that's
yeah.
it. But you're right. It costs a lot of money for these. Like I know for like when the new Star Wars comes out, they don't get like 100% of ticket prices don't go to the theaters at all. They just get concessions. And then after like 4 or 5 weeks, don't quote me on this, 4 or 5 weeks, now you get 50% of the sale, or 50 cents of the sale. Then $1, maybe, as it dwindles down. But a first run movie, I believe sometimes they get zero money for tickets.
Is that why popcorn's like $10 when it's 3 cents of popcorn?
Yes, because they won't even give me any money for the first handful of weeks. If so, I might be wrong, 50 cents, 25 cents a ticket.
Right.
Nothing for the first little while of it until it like drops off a certain peak or certain thing. So yes, that's why popcorn and hot dogs and stuff are like $10 each.
Right.
I could put $100 worth of wieners in my mouth easily at a Cinemark, right?
I'm gonna let that one go.
Especially after watching Front Row Joe,
Melissa says during the sickness there was a company going around to Walmarts and projecting a movie on the side of the store and charging money. Yes, okay, so see, look, if the audio can be like put on Bluetooth in some way so it's like directly into my car, and you could project it on anything, really all you need is a wall. You don't even have to build a wall. You can just come up with a contract with some sort of company like a Walmart. Like next to our Walmart is a dirt field, right?
What if we just shine it on the ground and then we just charge people to climb our roof and they just look down at it
Not on
the
my
ground
roof.
at it, right?
Something. I feel like there's got to be a way to do this that could be profitable. Somebody needs to do this.
We can put it in, yeah, let's do it.
Aaron says I see a little mooch here.
Yeah, he's there.
He's
there
out.
chilling.
Mouse Queen is here. Hello,
Hi, Mouse Queen.
She, with the super chat, thank you, friend, says one super duper chat. That's all you get. LOL, how goes it, guys? Going well.
It's great. I'm craving, like, gummy worms and stuff, but I have to eat dinner first. But I'm craving gummy worms. We're supposed to be playing Jackbox games, but I don't want to play Jackbox games.
Yeah, like, right from lunch you didn't want to play when we were talking about it when I was home
with you
from lunch.
guys.
That's fair. It's your show, Dan.
I know, but
you
some
don't make
people
the
are
rules
like,
on Friday, but you can make the rules
but
here.
if you went to see The Price is Right, and then Drew Carey's like, who looks like Father Time, is like, hey man, I'm just gonna do like 15 minutes of stand up real quick instead. I would be like, bam, 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 bam,
You got that noise down. How much Price is Right do you actually watch? Julie McCrea says our local library is doing Hocus
Cheers.
Pocus in the park next week.
How fantastic.
Like they're playing the movie, and how does that work? How does the audio work? Because we have that big amphitheater out in Palmdale.
Mm-hmm.
They do concerts and stuff. I wonder if they could do movies there too.
If we do that, it just makes it a theater.
But you could spread out on the grass because it's outside.
When they block off the boulevard on the side of that one building, they play all the Christmas movies on there. They just have a speaker down there to listen to.
But that's not that big of a crowd because it's like an alleyway.
You're not buying the .com to this tonight. I can tell. It's not.
Look,
it's not
I just
happening.
don't want to go sit next to people in a theater anymore.
Then just stay at home because everything's been coming directly to us.
That's
anyway.
fair. That's fair.
The more revisions of this popular sickness, the more direct to home movies. We watched Free Guy. That one just came out in the theaters a little bit ago.
Right. That's
You
true.
know, we watch Free Guy. Steve with the dollar signs, dollar bills, y'all.
Steve also pointing out that you guys have to resign Malkin, and I never know if it's Malkin or Malkin because they pronounce it both ways.
It's Malkin.
Malkin?
He's
I don't
Russian,
like it.
So okay, so what do we have to do?
No, Malkin. You have to resign Malkin and Letang this year too.
Oh yeah, that's the end of their contracts this year. So they better come back for less money, or it's time just to blow up the team. I think Crosby's got another year after that
Start
too.
all over?
Yep, or come back for less money. My theory is, real quick, that they're all going to come back for less money, and Fleury will come back and retire at Pittsburgh Penguin like he wants to. So next season, we'll get him for half price because his contract's over. We'll get him for half price. Malkin, Letang, and everybody will come back for at least one more year, like Gronkowski and Brady. And then they'll have one more goodbye year where we have our hopes and dreams up, and we get to the first round of the playoffs and realizes that this isn't Field of Dreams or Major League or anything, and they're all old at the end of their career, and we lose.
Fair enough. Lucas, still talking about hockey, agrees with, I don't know because I'm way behind on chat.
With me, thank you.
With you. But he's from Chicago, so it's kind of bittersweet. He misses Crawford.
Oh, yeah, Crawford was solid. I love Crawford. He was great. Big goalie, good in net. I like Crawford.
Katie's here watching from work. Hello, Katie. Get
Hi,
back
Katie.
to work. What are you doing?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
We're not paying you to watch YouTube.
Yeah, those fries aren't going to dip themselves.
PJ thinks there's still a drive-in in Honor, Michigan. Do you pronounce it Honor, or is it some weird Honor right here? It's spelled like Honor. Near Traverse City.
It can't be Honor. There's nothing that says like, hey, Dan, this town's called Honor. Michigan.
Right.
No.
Right.
No, it's some weird, it's Odor.
Right.
Odor? Yeah, it's Odor, Michigan. Yes.
I listen to a lot of murder podcasts about this particular one is the Small Town Murder, and they're always like, okay, so here's the town name, and don't come at me and tell me it's pronounced Honor or something like that. And they do that every episode. It's great.
I get it.
Morgan says Roberto works at the theater so we can come see a movie for free, but will he shut down the whole theater so we're the only people there? That's what I want to know. And can I bring Clorox wipes to wipe down the seat?
Also, if
something.
he lets me in for free, can it be only through the exit door of the actual screen?
Can he sneak us in?
Yeah, I don't want to be less like.
We'll pay for
in.
tickets,
right?
But we just want to sneak in.
Yeah, if you're gonna sneak me in, it has to be where like it opens that door and you're like, who's that asshole? And you're like, coming through the exit.
The worst.
Yeah. Have you ever snuck into a movie?
No.
Have you ever left a movie and walked into another movie and watched?
No.
Never?
No.
I have at some point in my life. At some point in my life, I could see myself watching a few minutes of a movie, and I knew I shouldn't have been in there, but I knew I wasn't going to get caught, but I should have been in there. But I don't ever think I've
never done it.
Man, I feel like
I
have a story in my head.
Don't be a criminal.
But I can't remember. I feel like at some point I did something like you should have done that.
All right, I'm trying so hard to catch up, but we just keep getting distracted with conversation here. Mouse Queen, I don't think we missed that super chat. We got back to it, but yes, we're catching up. Bear with us. It's a chatty kind of night, but don't worry because Sam has given you permission to make this a chat night if you're not really wanting to play Jackbox. You have Sam's permission.
That's great because the other day Sam, I don't know, she was gonna put me out on the curb to be picked up by the trash truck or something. I don't know.
I can't argue with that.
It's like my stock is like the Dogecoin with her. Like I just never know.
Well, you know, she did have to wait like 3 months for her stickers.
I know, like
she paid good
by
money
then
for.
I'm like I really like boy bands, and then 3 months into it, I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah, I don't even like Dan
right,
anymore.
and then all of a sudden, Tiger Beat comes. You're like, jeez, that was like last season. Oh my gosh.
Steve pointing out that projectors for drive-ins are expensive. Yeah, but see, you can get like at-home ones now. So can't we do like small batch drive-ins?
You know, I do have that trailer for Star Wars.
Oh my God, Dan!
So on that film, so you can hold the flashlight.
Most regrettable purchase ever.
You can hold the flashlight, and I can pull down that film. What do we get? I still have that.
Yeah, because you can't sell it. You can't do anything with it. Anybody want to buy a Star Wars trailer? The actual film?
I tried to
sell it on eBay.
I bought it off of eBay, and then when I tried to sell it on eBay years later, they're like, "You can't sell that. That's illegal." Or like, "That's like not."
Even though that's where you got it.
Even though that's where I got it from.
Blake.
Hello.
Hi, Blake.
I just realized something.
What?
Everyone in the house except Crystal likes Formula One, because even my electric blanket likes Formula One.
Is it dead?
It's just flashing at me.
Blake's got electric blanket issues where his electric blanket has error codes, and then
I'll come investigate after
we did
we're
the
done here.
troubleshooting. I think it's dead.
It says that the error code means that it's not plugged in correctly to the blanket, but it's plugged in correctly. We unplugged it.
Well, looks like you're gonna be cold, huh?
It says F1, but I think it's F for F, and then like that's the one. Like I think the error code is like it's done. But I tried. Sorry, Blake.
see.
You're gonna have to be cold like they did in the 80s before they had electric blankets.
You have the electric throw blanket. You can warm like half your body with that.
You should start boiling some water and put it in one of those bladders.
There we go. That's what I can do.
The hot water bottle. We don't even own one of those.
Hot water bottle and bladder. That's where it's gonna
We
go.
have bags though, right?
You want to put a Ziploc full of boiling water in your bed?
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
You know what?
really
I
bad
think that's
idea.
brilliant, and my vlog cam's right there. I think
Yes.
that's a brilliant
If you do, just make
idea.
sure to vlog it.
I am okay with that.
Your thing says move recording has been stopped automatically. The maximum recording time has been reached.
Ooh, I must have accidentally hit the record button, and the memory card inside the camera is full of our jibber jabber.
Oh, good. We're still good in streaming, though,
Remember
right?
jibjab.com? Yeah, we're streaming because I can see us here streaming. See how
Gotcha.
we're hearing me?
Well, yeah, but that happened last week, and then we were just sitting here talking to ourselves because you didn't actually hit the button
That's true. That's true.
for like 5 minutes.
Right. No, I think we're good right now. I think we're good.
Lucas wants to know whether it's illegal to call Dan a cool flaming hot Cheeto.
It's good. One time, some guy came into the bike shop and my hair was up, and he walked in and just blurted out of his mouth, "You look like an F-word rooster."
He's not wrong.
Of course, he didn't buy anything, but I appreciated his moxie when he came in, just like blurting out what I said first, and it's just like that.
Mouse Queen with a couple super chats here. Sorry, we lagged on reading these, friend. She says, okay, I lied. Here's one more. I'm here browsing Disney Plus. A little animated classics here and there. Does a nerdy girl good.
Mouse Queen,
Can't argue with
can you
that.
watch Free Guy, please? You should watch that. Blake, sit down for a minute.
She also says that if you ain't up for game night, I'm down to chill. Okay, so now we have Sam and Mouse Queen's permission. Hi, Blake. How's things?
Bad. My headset broke.
And your electric blanket.
Oh, yeah, today's not been a
Dang,
good day.
don't let Blake touch your things because he's going to break them.
Can we talk about how much that headset was?
My $400 headset.
Oh my god, you spent $400?
No, yeah.
Are you serious? I thought it
Blake,
was going to be like
Blake Daniel Mosley.
What do you mean, Blake Daniel Mosley?
$400.
How much do you think headphones are? How much do you think?
I think I paid like $12 for these.
Yeah, but I don't want these. I'm playing games. I'm not trying to have these in my ear.
If you got that kind of money, you get to buy your replacement electric blanket too, because those things are expensive, but not nearly
I
as
also didn't
expensive as
expect my
headsets.
headset to break after 4 months.
I went
I
and
had
asked
my
him
other
if
one for 3 years.
I won't lie, I didn't expect him to drop like that. I thought it was going to be like 175.
No wonder you wrote a
I
letter.
didn't.
I went and asked him, like, are you gonna write a letter? Oh, I already did.
Yeah, I already went to the support thing and just like put the information
I
in.
already went to You got to.
How much do you think headsets cost?
I would think maybe 200.
That's probably the cheapest one you can get is $200.
This is why I'm
Remember
not a
those
gamer.
green ones I had?
You have-
the super crappy green ones.
Yeah.
Those were $140.
Yeah, that was my price
You don't
range I was
have
thinking.
fancy ears.
Clearly.
How many point ones is that?
7.1.
Steve, somebody talk sense in the chat. Like, who's backing Blake up in the chat?
I'm backing myself up. My money, my problems.
Steve says it should have a warranty of a year.
Yeah, but it's depending on whether that's me.
If it's covered.
It broke at the twist off.
It covers damages and stuff, but it says does not cover
Doesn't cover anything
rage-
they can claim was your own damn
Rage
fault.
quit. It does not cover rage
But-
quit. Like, we better not see that clip on Twitch.
There's no reason it should have exploded in my hand when taking
Dude,
the
your
headset
head's
off.
like this big. Like, someone should give
It
your
didn't-
mom
it
a
didn't just crack.
trophy.
It didn't just like kind of pop off. It literally went pop, and a piece of plastic went across my room.
Yeah.
One of the pieces landed in front of the door. The other one was in my hand.
Dude, you blew a head button. Your head got that bigger. Like your head.
Maybe
grew.
it's because you were trying to get it around your big Amish beard that Morgan says she thought we were going to trim.
No. Well, you were supposed to do that, but you haven't.
Dude, I think you should do it. I think you should do it with the lighter, like Jason. Do it live when he lit his chest on fire, or when you lit Jason's chest on fire.
Aww. We should do that again when I go visit.
Steve says make a Jess about it, and they will warranty it.
Yeah, don't back down, bro.
Yeah, if you don't want it done, you go talk to Jess. Jess is the fixer. You know how much stuff Jess has fixed for me? Remember when we went to VidCon and I got that light set and it didn't have the full light set?
Yes.
And I was sad. And then she logged in as me and wrote them an email, and they sent me one post haste.
Because they just gave you the answer that you give to a Dan who's not gonna make an argument, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll fix
Dude,
that
she
for you. We'll
got them
send you
to
a new one.
she got them to send it right away.
Yeah.
Man, it was crazy. So yeah,
You
Jess
should
is
stop being
the
just such a softie.
Jess is the fixer if you need something done. Sergio P tried to do me dirty on the on the Best Buy thing, and she's like, dude, give me his phone number, give me his at.
Steve says clearly for $400 they're not quality. Why even use
Go
plastic?
grab
Aluminum will
Blake,
explode.
grab them. Show us what's up.
The ones I had before.
They're really nice and they fit good. I didn't realize because I have mine that are heavy, and that's his backup pair. My main pair is his backup pair, and mine's kind of heavy. So his were really nice on my head, but you can't pull them off with one hand.
Lucas says
one hand. I have two hands on it. I was doing this.
Lucas says video game headsets are expensive depending on what brand and version they are. I get Turtle
man.
Beach headphones and they're really nice in my opinion. I think those are the ones he was just complaining about being low end. Turtle Beach was the green ones, yeah?
No, the green ones were razors.
Hold on, let me turn this off.
But I have a wire.
What is this? Steel Series?
Yeah.
But it broke here in the weakest point. Oh my gosh!
It didn't break. Okay, it did, but it didn't break.
Look how
lightly. It just,
look how
like,
weak this
exploded.
Look how weak this point is where it hooks to the crystal. I know it's weird. Will you cover your face with your hands?
Did it work?
No, there it goes. Okay, go ahead. You see that little nub that's right there that's connecting it? That's the weak spot that blew up. I mean, that's a super weak spot. That's a super weak spot for that price.
Brittany says they make gaming headsets for plus size heads. She got one for her ex-husband.
Yeah, it's just
That's my head.
You have a big head.
what she didn't tell you is that she got it on Etsy, and it's somebody like cut two headsets
and glued them together.
right, but there's two speakers just dangling off the back over here. It's like a rainbow.
Oh jeez.
Oh no.
It fits my head fine.
Did you come out here to get food, Blake?
I did. Well, I came out to ask if you
Order us.
Chris
Pizza.
wants to know if we still have the nose wax kit and suggests that we use that on your beard.
No.
Not having it?
No shot.
Amanda says she started watching the Inspiration 4 documentary on Netflix. It is definitely not for
Yes.
kids, but interesting.
I didn't watch
What is
that one. Blake,
Inspiration
you watched
That's
that,
the thing
right?
where the people are saying they're astronauts.
Did you watch that one?
I haven't finished.
Where the people what?
They were saying they're astronauts, they're civilians.
Blake's very
okay.
hung up on whether they're astronauts or not. Yes, Blake
Look,
watched it.
the astronaut who spent the longest consecutive time in space, a whole year, said it's okay to call them astronauts because they went to space. So,
I mean, so
if
Jeff
anybody
Bezos,
knows,
he's not an astronaut, so.
I mean, if he went to space, what is he?
Not
I mean,
an
I got
astronaut.
some names for what he is,
Okay,
but
I go on a plane. I'm not a pilot.
He should.
but you're not flying it.
You're not flying
Astronauts
either.
don't.
It flew itself.
Right, astronauts don't fly.
He
They
should.
do.
He
Do
should
they?
be able to
Yeah,
buy the
they
name
still have to sit-
astronaut.
they still have to sit there in space and do all the maneuvers. That did it all on its own.
So they're just astro passengers.
Yes. They didn't do anything. That's
Or are they passenger knots?
passenger knots, yeah.
Passenger knots?
I think he wants something called knots. They're just
They're
not
not.
knots.
They're not
the
knots.
knots. They're not
The
knots.
Dragon capsule flies itself.
Well, they're braver than I am. But I did not watch that one. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that. Steve says that Sennheiser makes good headsets.
I don't know what it is.
Well,
right,
you should look
that
into
sounds
it.
like some hoser headset from Canada. You should watch out for those. They're
Two
like,
ends and a hyzer.
They cost twice as
I'll buy any
much.
headset if they
That's,
don't do
is
anything
this
about
true?
it. I'm just sticking with that other
Uncle
one.
Yukon says they didn't work in space, then they aren't astronauts. They're just tourists. They're tourist knots.
They're like, if the air that they breathe is still the air from Earth that they sent with them. That's mean, but
Let's call them astro tourists then. Yeah? Are we on board with that?
even though we're joking, like they're brave. and
I'm
that's-
not going to space.
I would go
No.
to space.
That's
No.
terrifying.
But we have
awesome.
arguments all the time whether astronauts or not. If I went to space camp, am I an astronaut? They used to have space camp back east.
That's a participation award.
What do I have to do to be
I'm
a
sorry,
space
what?
camp?
If they call you an astronaut there, that's just a participation award.
If what do I have to do to be an astronaut? Do I actually have to like turn the spaceship?
You gotta do something in space or fly it. Like
you
a
have to push some
spacecraft.
buttons and know what the buttons you're pushing are doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
They go to train for years.
But
Right.
what about this? When you like go on a boat ride, you can go see the captain and he'll be like, "Hey, here, Skippy, why don't you steer for a minute?" And then I'm like, "Oh, look, I'm steering the ship."
But you're out in open water, so it doesn't
yep,
matter.
He's back there saucing, you know.
Yeah, but okay.
Does that
so-
make me
no.
like now a captain of the ship? Because
No.
I did pilot the
No.
Kathy
You
Lee
did not go to
Gifford
training.
Carnival
You were not
cruise ship.
educated in what you were doing. You did not drive the boat the whole time.
So I need a certificate in
You
astronaut.
need to like they didn't go to school for it for years and years and years.
So what do you
they weren't selected from all the people. They, like,
what do you do? I'm getting my degree in astronaut with a minor in mixology, so I could be a bartender when that don't pan out.
All astronauts are like doctors, chemists. Like
You know why?
They're all people in a field.
That's
to go out to
because
space and do something.
that's because like there's 9 spots to be an astronaut. That's it. There's like 9 spots, and then you're like, well, I'm an astronaut. Well, I'm not. It's like being like
Okay, but
a cosmetologist.
all the people were selected.
Or yeah. And, like there's like 400, but there's not enough spots. Yeah.
One
Do we
person.
need a cosmetologist in space?
We could.
One of the people was a pilot for.
Because you have to do something else.
Like an airplane pilot?
Yeah, he was like in the military or something.
What?
Okay, so is he an astronaut now?
He's the closest one too, an astronaut, but he was the leader. So he literally picked somebody from they did a donation for the St. Jude Hospital. One person got picked from that. One person got picked by some people. They had entrepreneurs send in videos. They picked an entrepreneur. I don't know. I haven't got the other one. I don't know if the other one's picked from.
Huh.
So
you learned this
they're
from
all
watching the documentary?
They're all token people.
Did I tell you that I worked with it? Okay, so when I worked at NASA, there was astronauts that worked upstairs, and I'd have to go fix their computers. And one, they didn't know how to this thing. They're like, "What is this thing?" And they're all smacking at it, like when Yoda was smacking at the X-wing when he first saw it. He's like, "What?" And dude, I tried to show them how to use their computers. I don't know, they should have gone back in space. They didn't know how to do any of it. They just didn't know. But like, they were real astronauts.
All right, we got some more comments for you here.
Okay, let's hear the comments.
First of all, Chris says that Dan worked at NASA, so in his mind, you will always be an astronaut.
You know, one of my first friends on MySpace was the NASA chimp.
I don't even know what to say to that. Blake, Amanda says, so are the other passengernauts that have used the Dragon and gone to ISS, are they astronauts? Because they don't control anything either to move the Dragon.
They did the first time.
But what about the other ones?
The first time, well, that's the same people, I'm pretty sure, who went up all 3 times or all 2 times in the Crew Dragon capsule.
Okay, you know more than I.
But
You and Amanda know more than I do. Clearly,
they were also trained astronauts.
Okay.
So they've
Right.
flown.
Just in case if they're in space and then there's a meteor heading to Earth, the 2 astronauts.
They also went
plus,
up there for a purpose and stuff.
But plus Ben Affleck can go and try to save the day.
Morgan says that Blake spent $400 on headphones that broke right away. He clearly didn't do his research, so his opinion on astronauts is invalid.
I did my research. I had a different pair of the same brand of headphones for 3 years.
You can blame it on the gravity. Blame it on gravity. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. No.
Nope.
Okay.
Stop it.
What
Tales
else-
from the Pack is
what else
here.
you
She
got?
says she's not feeling too well. Wanted to show some
hi.
love. Hope y'all have a good night and have fun. Thanks, friend. Hope you feel better. Brittany, always doing the research. What qualifies you to be an astronaut? The minimum qualifications necessary to become an astronaut are listed on NASA's website.
One, you have to hold your breath a long time just in case. Like, you have to hold it enough just to get
That's
back to
to
Earth.
be
Like,
a swimmer.
Like, I can't go any further because then I can't hold my breath back to Earth.
In order to become a NASA astronaut, someone needs to be a U.S. citizen and must earn a master's degree in biological science, physical science, computer science, engineering, or math.
And space shuttle driving. You got to be able to drive it back to
Space
Earth.
shuttle driving.
Yeah, you don't know. How do you know it's a crystal? If you hopped in the space shuttle right now, do you know who's got the right of way when you enter the atmosphere?
I think you're the
Okay.
only one up there, and you better get the hell out of the way of anything
Whoa.
else that's up there.
Yeah, if anything else up there hits the spaceship, you're done.
Yeah, there's nobody steering it. It's that thing like when you are a pedestrian, it doesn't matter who has the right of way. Get the hell out of the way of the car.
I mean, you have to.
Right?
Like, how does a 4-way stop work in space? Then tell me that. You have to go.
There's
to
no
school.
there's no
You're-
4-way stop.
Everything is
You don't
predetermined.
know.
They
Yeah.
know. Yeah. Okay. So they already know the trajectory it's going to take. They know where all the big stuff is in space.
And if anything else is in the way, you better try to get the hell out of the way. Otherwise, you're effed.
I mean, even just a tiny.
I
little bit
played
of
Kerbal
metal.
Telescope.
Amanda-
I played.
Take it out.
What's that Kerbal?
Space program.
I played Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah,
and
you didn't even take a rocket off. It crashed.
it did.
Steve says that Kerbal Space Program can teach you orbital mechanics pretty quick.
Steve, mine went, and then for a second it just stalled out, and then it came back down, and then just
Sounds about
and
right.
Game over. And those green guys were all like, their eyes were popping, and I felt so bad that I killed like 3 Muppets.
I landed them on the moon, and then they couldn't come back.
Yeah.
They couldn't come back.
Oh,
and
you would love
plan
this
ahead, did you?
program. It's like this physics program. You've seen it. But
Yes.
then they put these 3 little green guys in there, and then they're either happy or sad or seasick.
Yeah, I
What's
landed
it?
on
What's
the
it called
moon.
when you're seasick in space?
Airsick.
Space sick.
Space
No, because there's no more air, so you can't be airsick.
sick. Okay, then space sick. But you get airsick in a plane.
Right, until you get high enough. Okay, so if I'm barfing at a certain level when I'm going up,
Yeah, there's motion
it goes from air sickness to space sickness.
I
Yeah,
mean, okay,
at some
if
point.
you're throwing up on the way up, you're throwing up because of the motion of the rocket going up, so it's still motion sickness.
There
I
you go.
guess there's motion
Motion
sickness in
sickness.
space.
Ma is here. Hello, Ma.
Hi, Mom.
So wait, what's happening with food?
Amanda's,
what's happening with
Are
food.
you guys making anything, or can I?
You have meat out.
Feel that meat. Does that meat feel like it's, feel that meat? Does it feel like it's unfrozen?
Blake, Amanda calling you out saying he did not pick them. St. Jude picked the one, the other was won by lottery, and the third was picked by Twitter. Really?
That's what I said.
You said you didn't know about the third one,
didn't know about the third one.
and you said somebody, the pilot or somebody
St.
picked
Jude,
the first one.
St. Jude, the church dude, like
St. Jude was
that you
picked,
put
and-
upside down when you're like
St.
stressed
Jude
out?
picked one.
This
No.
dude.
That one was random though. That was completely random. It was just based off somebody who donated to the thing.
You didn't stage your.
Well, he
lottery.
said one.
Probably
She
not.
said one was a lottery. The one that won the slot by Twitter would be the only one qualified then because she has a doctorate.
Twitter gave away a slot.
Brittany says there's no rules in space.
Oh, what happens in space
What am I
stays in
getting meat
space.
for? I don't know what I'm doing.
Is it thought out?
It's cold. The water's very cold.
Does it when you pick it up and squish it in your hands? Does it feel thawed? Or a brick?
No, I still feel like solid in the middle.
Okay.
Everybody agrees it's motion sickness.
Okay, that's fine,
That,
even
that
in
covers
space.
everything. Angie says that covers everything. I agree.
Okay.
Because it's the motion that's making you sick.
Either you have to wait for us to be done here and we can make food, or you can just like go rogue and get
Is the
whatever
meat
you
going to be
want.
done tonight?
Blake says it's hard in the middle.
Can you put it in the fridge? Then put it in a Tupperware with no lid and
No,
put it
just
in the
leave it there
fridge.
still.
Put it in
It's
the water.
just leave it
Put it
there.
in the big bowl of water in the fridge.
It's okay. We'll be doing this.
No.
Yeah, I'll make everything.
Hannah says it's officially turned into a hangout night and she loves it. Much needed.
I guess so. We can bring.
Yeah.
I have Jackbox up here. We could do something.
You didn't want to.
I'd rather just hang out with you guys.
Well, then here we are, just hanging out, guys.
So I had the PO box. I had a big PO box scare today.
I thought you paid for it. You told us on Friday that you paid for it.
So the PO box comes due, and it's like at the end of this month you need to pay for your PO box. So then I'm like, all right, fine. And then like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I paid it. Like I sat here, I went to the clunky website, I logged in, I hit renew. I also clicked auto renew just in case I screw up. Next, pay. Congratulations, you're good. I thought.
Did you screenshot it? Because sometimes you have to hit submit at the end.
So I thought I did, right? So then I'm looking, okay, so then it's like Saturday night at 10 o'clock, I get this email that's like, your P.O. box has been closed. I'm like, that's weird.
They didn't tell you before, like,
So
2 days.
nope, it was just like, it told me it was due on the 30th of September, but then all of a sudden on the 10th, that's my next notice. It's like, it's closed. I'm like, oh no, like, I have a stamp.
With the address on it.
You know, Jess got me this fun stamp with an address on it. You guys know the numbers. I don't want to change it. So I'm just like, oh man. So I look through my phone. I don't find anything on my Apple Card. I don't find any charge. I don't find any receipt. So it didn't go through, obviously. But I was stoked. Remember that
Surprise,
one day?
surprise. The post office
Right.
website didn't work as it was supposed to.
Or I'm sure it was me. So I think I wrote paid. Yeah, I wrote paid. I put it in my thing. I strut out the house. This was like 3 weeks ago. I told Crystal, like, I said, hey, here's looking at you, kid. And then like,
I paid a bill.
Yeah, I paid it. And then I went
In
and
case
bought
you were wondering why
postage.
Dan's not in charge of paying the bills.
Right, I went and bought postage, and I'm all paid up. And then so it's closed. So now I'm like sad in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, like Sarah McLachlan music playing. I'm like sad. So I get up yesterday morning and I go to, what's up, Blake?
I'm looking for your earphones.
Oh, I get up yesterday morning and I call the post office, and the 800 number is ridiculous. First of all, it's a robot. The robot's like, hey, you can find all your problems to be answered online. I'm like, no, I can't. And it's like, all right, press 1 for all these problems or 2 for all these problems. None of the problems were me. So then I just pick one, and it's like, oh, by the way, we're closed today. I'm like, it's 20 minutes later. We're closed today. Screw you. So then I call back this morning, right? I call back this morning, and it's the same thing. Oh, by the way, you'll have better results in shorter times if you just try to find your answers online. Do you still want to have somebody call, or do you still want to wait on hold? It's about 45 to 55 minutes. They're talking me out of it. And I'm like, I do. I hit 1 to say yes. Okay. Do you want a callback number so we can just call you back when it's your turn? I'm like, I do, but keep in mind, if you just go to the website, because it's going to be 55 minutes.
They're really trying to not have you use up an employee's time.
Right. So then I get called back by some dude who I tell the story to. It transfers me to some other lady who told me that I needed to go into the post office. So then I get in my car and I go into the post office. And it's the first day after a holiday, so the line's long. I knew it was going to be long. But I don't care. At this point, I'm really scared that I have now lost my P.O. box
Yeah,
number.
Steve says that's like having to change your phone number. Everybody knows it already. You can't change it.
Right. So So I go in there and I get in line and I go up there, and in my head I played out every scenario. Oh my gosh, we've been in fights. There's two people that are there. There's this young girl that's there that seems pretty chill, and then there's this other person that works there. We'll call her Leslie. And she's been there for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and she is Crystal. When Crystal was doing CubeSmith stuff, Crystal would show up with a bucket every day of like 20, 30 things.
Every Friday.
That were, some of them were
More than
prepaid,
that,
some of
but
them
yes.
weren't, and you would just have to deal with her, and she's just like, bless her heart. Is that what I say before I talk crap? Bless her heart.
Let's just leave it at that. Bless her heart.
But like, you know,
she's a
like,
human being, and I'm sure she tries the best she can, but the best is not good enough.
I need 3 or 4 things, and it's one at a time. Like, oh my gosh. So I'm like in line going, please don't get her. Please don't get her. Please don't get her. Please don't get her.
Oh, I would
Please
wait
don't
for
get
other
her.
people. I'd be like, oh, it's cool. I'm gonna wait for
Would
Betty.
you back in the day? This is like 6, 7 years ago. 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Right, please. And nothing. Bless
She
her
would
heart.
tell you her whole life story every
her
time you
heart.
got her in line,
Bless
and you
her.
just didn't
Right,
care. You're
right,
like, could you
right,
just,
right.
I need to go.
But I don't need, right. She's like, yeah, okay. So then I look out because some dude was off to the side. He's like, oh, look, my stuff's done. I get the girl. She's just like,
was it the blonde girl with the
Yeah,
one blonde
right.
hair?
So
she's efficient. She don't chat.
I've already had it out with them. How dare you? How could you do this to me? This is ridiculous. Like, these are unprecedented times.
Unprecedented. We have a president.
Okay.
Unprecedented.
That too, right? So in line, I've had it out. I've in one scenario, I swear, I kicked over the rack that's got the like bubble mailers and
Oh
stuff.
my God.
And it still has the hearts on the bubble mailers from February. So I was gonna
Nobody bought
kick
'em.
that over. Y'all ain't gonna get no sleep because of me. Like all these scenarios. And then I went up there and she's like, oh sure, just pay it plus the late fee. Or a disconnection fee or something.
Dang.
So
This is why Dan's not in charge of paying the bills.
So and here's where I didn't add him Corolla, because in my mind I'm
So
like,
they close your box, but then they hold it for you long enough to see if you want to come in and pay the late charge?
I'm there 2 minutes. Well, I'm in line. I'm there 2 minutes after 10 when it opened, so it closed already after business hours. So there hasn't been any chance, unless the people ahead of me are asking for box number 3, which for $73 for 6 months is literally tighter than a squeeze box, Steve. Tighter than
it's a little
squeeze
sleeve.
box, right? So I'm in line. I get up there. I tell her the scenario. No problem. I'm like, you know what? I'm paying for a year at a time because I am not screwing over future Dan. This Dan started to realize that he loves future Dan.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't want to screw me over. So I did it for a year.
Angie wants to know if you used your line. Don't you know I do food reviews?
I didn't. Although people know who I am a little bit. Not like Jess style, where we go to pump gas and you're like, ain't you the snow dog girl? Oh, you big time. But like the people at the supermarket kind of know who I am now. And then like, so like, I don't like the post office people don't, because even all those years that we did stuff at CubeSmith, we sent a lot of stuff through there. They never ask. They don't give a. They don't care who you are. Or no. So I go up there. I pay it. She said no problem. I pay it for a year plus a $25 disconnection fee, which I'm writing off.
Dan.
Hey, am I allowed to write that off with the rest of it? So
Do I need to take care of this bill for you?
the Adam Corolla and Crystal, I went to the website and clicked on auto renew. I tried to go back and do auto renew right now, but it required another payment to do it. I ain't paying for another year in advance to turn on auto renew. So listen, you're telling me that if I just get a whole new mailbox willy nilly, I'll sign up. You now will mail stuff to willy.nilly at PO Box whatever. I don't have to pay a $25 fee, but I have to have a reconnection fee, even though all you did was.
If you want to keep your phone number.
I still have the keys. She's like, you still have the keys? I'm like, I do. And so I was so tucked because I was so scared that I was going to lose my P.O. box, my stamp. Brittany Crow just sent me new stamp pads. For no stamp to stamp?
So $25 was the price of your irresponsibility for not paying your bill on time.
Crystal, at one of my scenarios, we were stamping packages, and then I was going back through and crossing a black line out of Unit 3 and putting whatever new unit that they gave me.
And having to update the address on all the videos.
No, the
that you have
address
it in
will
the-
always stay the same because it's still there. They're just going to give me a different unit number.
Right, but then you have to update that on all the videos where it's in the bottom. Morgan wants to know if her name is, his nickname is Leslie for a reason, because that's Morgan's mom's name. Not in reference to your mom, but because if you rearrange the letters, that's her name.
Right. We'll call
Sort
her,
of, but
we'll
not-
call her Chelsea.
Wait.
Like if her name was Chelsea, Leslie. I should have said
Look,
Chelsea. I didn't have
wait, if you rearrange the letters of Leslie, it gives you the name that Dan calls her that's not actually her name but rhymes with her name.
Wow, I did well then.
Yeah.
I did well then.
Sort of.
But it has nothing to do with your mom.
No.
Or my sis. No. It just a rhyming word. So here's the thing. So I paid the bill, whatever. It ended up being like $173 or something like that, right? For mail. For mail. So then I go over to the.
Can we just have people start shipping stuff to my work?
So I go over to the post office. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
Bye. Apparently Dan does not like to hiccup or sneeze on camera.
I'm a quick sneezer though.
But it's never just one. It's
So I-
always a sneezing fit.
So I paid the blood money, right? I go over to the mailbox and I hug it, and then I open it. Ain't shit in there.
You're a dork.
Nothing.
You're such a dork.
Nothing at all. Thank
oh my
you, Brittany.
gosh. Someone
Nothing
send a
at all.
postcard so he feels validated.
We will be doing. Buzz Dan's going ahead on it. We're making cards. So between I guess now. We'll announce in November 1st and December 31st. If you send us any sort of Christmas card, you will get something back.
Don't send them yet because we'll lose them. Dan will lose them.
Yeah, but starting
Dan
November
leaves.
1st until the end of the year, we will be sending back Christmas cards to everybody else that sends us one. And before people ask, because people will ask what to send stamps. Yeah, send extra stamps.
We got a super chat here from Lucas who
Lucas,
says,
hello,
I know
Lucas.
we're past this. Friend, we are never past this. Have you seen the conversation? It's not a direct straight line. There's all kinds of tangents and loops, and we will always circle back around to anything you bring up.
Can we get in the chat? Who's bummed out that we are not jackboxing right now? Because if somebody is, then we're gonna have the jackbox. But it's down like low key. I don't want to.
Anyway, Lucas
Okay,
says,
Lucas, what's up?
a documentary called The Push, if you've ever heard of that. I have not heard of that. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, here I'll find it real quick.
The Push. So last night, you slept through at least half of it,
What?
but I watched this movie called Safer at Home, and I was like, well, that's timely. And I'm down for, it's October. Are you done here? Are you ready to leave? Do you want down?
Oh, this looks like some
Okay, bye.
This looks like some K2 stuff. That's scary.
Let me read the summary.
Yeah, do it in Dan. Can you read it in Dan voice, like a movie trailer? Let's see it. Let's hear it in Dan voice. I'll turn up some bass. I'm gonna give you some bass. Go ahead.
2 years after a debilitating accident, Grant Corgan becomes the first spinal cord injured athlete to actually push himself 100 miles to the geographic South Pole.
In the snow. This person is all snowed out.
There is snow. There is absolutely snow.
It looks fantastic. Like how do you're gonna have to do it with your hands in the snow. Your hands are gonna be cold.
I need to know more.
You have to do your hands in the. How are you gonna if your legs don't work? How you have to like go through the snow with your hands?
It says debilitating accident,
Right.
and then it says spinal cord injured.
So now we're sitting down, so we're close to the ground. Dude, it's hot in here.
Shut the heater off, Dan. Oh, I just reached an article about it's not ethical. We'll look into that. I don't want to push the push too much if it's not ethical. I don't know.
I haven't seen it, but I like a good documentary. We watched one of this crazy cat lady that went around and did like cat circus stuff, and that was interesting. Do you remember that?
So yes, back to Safer at Home. This movie was shot all on, as far as I can tell. If it wasn't, it looked like it on
Right.
phones and laptops.
Of like iPhones.
Well, they didn't specify.
Can we go with iPhones to make Steve and I happy?
Sure, it was.
Steve, it was
iPhones. They
Steve. It
drank
was
the apple
iPhone.
juice.
Steve, it was iPhone.
But it was really interesting, and it was like it pushed the whole quarantine thing like 2 years into the future, and then murdery, and it was interesting. I recommend it. I don't know what I watched it on. Maybe Prime. I don't know.
No, that it was good though, right?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed
yeah,
it?
you slept through most of it, and then kept asking questions that you would have known had you
Right.
watched it.
But I was sleepy eyes. You know, I was sleepy eyes.
Yeah. All right.
All right, what you got for me?
Uncle Yukon says talking is great. Cat Go Lightly wants Jackbox. Chris says, what? No Jackbox? I'm calling my congressman. You joke, but I literally have a client who gets mad when he can't reach my boss when he calls me, and he threatens to call his congressman. I don't know why the congressman cares that my boss is not calling him back.
You have to call your local
But
congressman.
he's going to call a congressman.
Oh man, Jess getting fantasy hockey points, Steve, with Latane out there getting assists. My Penguins are up like 3 or 4 to nothing on our home opener.
Nice. I saw people letting you know the hockey score. He's actually got it on a small screen.
There's a small screen here, right? In a half an hour, I'll switch to the Seattle game because I have players on both teams there too.
So he says he's calling his congressman. Oh wait, the recording asked me to resolve my issue online.
Oh, right? Just like it did with me. It's like, are you sure the whole time is 45 to 55 minutes? I'm like, yeah, I'm in. But when they said they'd call you back, I was like, I'm down. I was like, because I had my earbud in, I was like, how long did that thing last on speakerphone? Like, how long can I get it to last? But they called me back.
Nice.
The lady told me to go in.
I figure when that happens, you got like a 50-50 shot.
Please
UPS will never call you back. Don't ever ask for a callback number on UPS. They will never call you back.
No, what can Brown do for you? Not call you back.
Absolutely.
But I won't call you back
better
either.
Than on track.
I'll never call you back.
So Chris says he's good without the box of Jack. Hannah pointing out he's quick-witted. Chris is absolutely like the wittiest member of the RFS fam. He's always got a joke
I need
or a
to see
pun.
how this works in real life. Is it like, does it come across smooth and silky like my line deliveries?
Oh my god.
Or does it come across like who's this guy? Andrew, like, does it come with like Dice Clay, or does it hey, where you're like, whoa, that's weird. So I don't know,
Cyber Husky says she sent you something this weekend. You can get it tomorrow.
In the mail?
But it's coming to the house.
Good. You have my house
Don't even
address?
have to leave the house.
See, you guys know if you have my house address.
Missy fan named Jen says hanging out is fine, but I'd like to play Jackbox too. Jim Johnston is here. What's up, Jim? Haven't
What's
seen you
up?
in a while. Says
Yes.
I did come in very late and wondered why there was no games.
Dan didn't want to play games tonight. And apparently it's my own show, so but like there's still like 60 people here that are hanging out.
Libby's Cave would love to play some Jackbox. Charlotte's down with chatting, so we're like 50-50 on the responses here. Mouse Queen with the super chat for Lucas. The chat is not so much a straight line. It's more of a big ball of wibbly wobbly timey-wimey stuff.
Oh, like my brain. Like my brain.
Yeah. Jason's wife gets so mad when we have conversations because
there's a brand
we're
new bag.
telling a story.
You can toss them.
And then we verge off into 5 different tangents, and then she's sitting there like, but what about the original story? And she'll always try to keep us on track, but then we just get sidetracked further. Every time. Every single time.
I mean, you and Jason are pretty much the same.
Pretty much. I'm interested to see what Bradley thinks when he sees me in real life, because he only gets me in little snippets, and he's 3, so his attention span is even shorter than our FaceTime
I know what's
calls.
going to happen. I don't know if any of them are watching, but
Let's see.
He's going to get sick of you before you're sick of him, and you're like, come on, we're like halfway through making cookies. He's like, I'm going to go watch like Paw Patrol or Daniel Tiger or Caillou. I'd rather watch Caillou, Crystal, than bake with you. If if at some point he chooses Caillou over you, then you should just catch the next flight home.
I don't think he's allowed to watch Caillou. No, I'm going to... Kids like me. I may not like kids, but kids like me. I'm an entertaining auntie, and I will entertain the heck out of that child. I bought him his first Lego set. Like
is it coming here first?
Not a set that you like put together and it's a thing, but like a bucket of Lego. And I made Jason hide it, and we're gonna play Lego.
Did you see that TikTok I sent you where the guy's got like 6 or 7 stacks and he shakes it all up and they're different size holes and all the Lego separates
to
itself?
sort the Lego.
Here's this thing, guys. We have how many thousands of dollars of Legos do we have? Without exaggerating, exaggerate in your head and then dial it back down to a real number. How many thousands of dollars of Lego do we have in that back room in a bin? More than one?
More than one.
2? Close. Maybe 2.
more.
We have Brickmaster sets.
Look, Ma is very generous and bought
Brickmaster.
Blake a lot of really big sets.
So I see a lot of people having these build nights, especially on Twitch is popular, where people just sit there and build Lego. What do you guys feel if we somehow sorted all the Lego? And because here's the thing,
Dan, you know I've already sorted most of the Lego.
That is true.
Because that's who I am.
A lot of the Lego sorted in bins. Every one of our instruction booklets.
You're back.
And you know those that case, that plastic case you get at the Walmart that's got the lid.
It's like a theoretical safe.
It's pre-built with all the like that accordion thing in there for all your bills. You know what I'm talking about? And it's got the little handle on it. It's about this big by this big.
It doesn't have the accordion. It has files in it.
That thing is completely stuffed with mint condition of every single instruction booklet we ever got.
I saved every instruction
for everything.
booklet.
So we have that. So we have so much Lego.
I have.
But Crystal doesn't think anybody wants to watch you build Lego, because you would have to build it. I could help you dig out pieces and entertain,
in theory,
but I can't build this because I'll go nuts.
In theory, these are Blake's Lego, but I don't know that Blake was ever as interested in Lego as I was.
I have this box. Yes, talk for a minute.
I at one point got him this box that no longer is sold by Lego, but it opens up on the top and it has these like shelves that come out of it and little dividers, and they're all sorted. I have my bins from when I was a kid. I went to the dollar store and bought a bunch of bins. All the Lego is sorted. I don't know what Dan's pulling out. There is a whole like slide under the bed bin full of Lego. I think maybe even 2 of those. There's a ton of Lego. I was way more into it. One time we came back from Las Vegas and got home at midnight, and I stayed up for like 3 hours and built Lego.
4 hours, and then you made Lego. So this thing is completely heavy. Slam it down.
This looks like a whole ton of Lego, right?
Solid.
It's all minifigs.
Only minifigs.
This whole bin is minifigs.
Only minifigs.
That's how much Lego we have.
Look, this is my like farm. It's just, and we're talking expensive, good minifigs. Some of the minifigs from the expensive Star Wars set, the gold chest, the gold bricks, but all this is just minifig.
Don't come rob me for my Lego.
Just minifigs. So that tells you how many sets we have. So what do we do with it? What do we do? Do we just...
There's the crazy cat lady. Oh.
You'll never be able to do it because it's set to go on our faces. We'd have to have
Cover
Lego
your face. There, it did it. It's the crazy cat lady Lego. I don't know where her hair went, but we even have a crazy cat lady Lego. Oh, and there's dinosaurs. Remember when I used to squish the blind packages of minifigs?
We would go
find the ones that I wanted. One time
we would go minifig hunting.
When Dan fell off his bike and hurt himself and then had to go to the hospital, Blake and I went to the store and we found the minifig that was on crutches, and we bought it for him for a gift. There's Patrick Star, you guys. We have so many. There's clear. We have a clear. Oh, these are Halo ones, huh?
Some of them are.
Why do you want me to play Lego? Oh my gosh. Hannah says, speaking of crazy cat lady, I have stuff to send soon.
Here, oh look. Oh, you want to look inside real quick?
No, sure.
Yeah, it is crazy. That wasn't as cool as I thought it was gonna be.
No, it's cooler if you like dump it out. I don't know what half of these are because they're like Star Wars.
The lightsabers. You remember we'd buy the lightsabers on eBay? We'd buy like a 6-pack of lightsabers for like $15.
Yeah, one time I paid $20. Oh, here's Dan's when he hurt himself Lego minifig. One time I paid $20 for a minifig for Blake for Christmas, and then he took it to school and lost it.
And you know he
traded
it. He traded it for crap. What'd you do with that red general guy?
He swears he lost it. To this day,
I think he lost it to a bad trade.
I think this might be original from when I was a kid. I don't know if anybody out there is as into Lego as I am.
I'm not sure. I think.
I mean, not like in the world, but I mean, like in the RFS fam, I might be the biggest Lego fanatic.
If we dumped it out, this thing's completely full of minifigs. Yes, we would get Brickmaster stuff. So cool. All right,
David says, build an RFS fam town with all of us just living our lives in RFS tiny town.
If you made one of those stepping things, you could put all the minifigs up there.
At one point, Blake and I, and there's pictures somewhere on Facebook or something where we made a racetrack, and then we made an audience with bleachers, and we put all the minifigs in the bleachers to watch the race and stuff.
We also
for sure did that. We did stop motion. Blake did a stop motion video.
Yes, I don't know what that's
Because we would build it was Halloween, so we'd build like a little store selling all the Halloween costumes and stuff, and then it was summertime, so we'd theme the store out to summertime. Oh my god.
Have you guys seen that one yet? Where Blake did his own little Star Wars. He did his own Star Wars video, stop motion video.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun. That pops up every now and then.
He tried to do the Star Wars thing, but he did the like "Here Comes the Bride" song.
Yep. Yeah. When he's trying to do the Imperial song. Yeah, that was good. That was good. The blind bags were a lot of fun. We don't do it anymore.
Brittany says blind bags have the stuff in plastic eggs, so you can't feel which it is.
Good.
I don't know if Lego does that now, but they didn't used to, and you could feel it out. And
Crystal had 100% success rate.
Yes, the one like Dan was.
Okay, we would buy some. We would buy a couple, and it would be fun. But then all of a sudden, it's like we need like 2 left, and there's 12. We're done. We just need the last.
No,
2.
Maybe a couple of times I bought them randomly, but no, I was always feeling them out. Like I wanted the one with the crutches. So you find the thing in the blind pack that is identifiable because they all have legs and a torso and a head. So you find like, okay, this one has crutches. You just feel, and I would just like, you stare into space and just like squish the packet. Nope, no crutches. Nope, no crutches.
Yep, it'd be, that's so fun. We spent a lot of money, but it's so fun.
Spent a lot of time.
So what do people think?
Hannah freaking loves doing Lego sets. Friend, come over and let's build some Lego. Let's do this. Charlotte hasn't put together a Lego set in years. Actually, her brother was always the one that put them together. He never let me. Aw, Blake never wanted to put them together. And yeah, there you go.
I have a Lego Dan.
There is a Lego Dan. PJ with the super chat says the Lego Dan movie. Brittany with the super chat suggesting that we have a world map and have tic tacs for where people are in the RFS fam. I kind of like that idea. We should do something with that where you guys can tell us where you are in the country or the world. Some of you are not even in America, and we can like tag where everybody's at. That's a good idea. We should do something with that. AJ thinks Lego. Chris, let's have a chat. The plural of Lego is Lego. They're Lego bricks. So if you're pluralizing it, it's Lego bricks. But I still like you. AJ thinks Lego are the best. I absolutely concur. Blake is never allowed to get rid of his Lego. I don't care what happens. Like, if he's over them, that's fine. They're my Lego now. Like, as far as I'm concerned, my minuscule Lego collection from when I was a kid has now just grown as I've grown into an adult. And now I have a huge Lego collection. And maybe some of them are Indiana Jones and Minecraft themed, and I'm not as into them. But my collection has grown.
Of what?
Of Lego. And yes, Hannah, the plural of vinyl is vinyl. Now you know.
Our Lego is so heavy that the bin that we have it in takes both of us.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculously
It takes both of us
heavy.
to pick it up.
Hannah says, "F yeah, on my way, dude." I would love to have somebody to build like. Wait, maybe not. You know how I am. I'm a little like controlling, but nobody ever wanted to play Lego with me. Like I was so excited. Like Blake's a kid, let's play Lego. I hope I can get Bradley into Lego.
Dude, my team won 4-1. Nice.
Chris says, yeah, Lego, not Legos. Whatever. Almond extract. You're never going to let that one go, are you?
Don't let it go,
Never.
Chris, please. Someone got to put her in her place. No what? Because I can't do it. I can't. I'm a sidelined. Anyway, so we have some Lego. That was.
Mouse Queen says, I'm not big into it. I was a Playmobil kid growing up. I can still appreciate the Lego
Playmobil
thing,
was
though.
okay, but at some point you couldn't build anything out of Playmobil because you ran out of space.
Right.
And fossil fuels. That's why gas prices are so high, is because we had to fuel Mouse Queen's Playmobil habit.
Yeah.
Dude, Jess's mom sent me this picture the other day.
Hannah says, I'd have to play Lego with you all day. Be as controlling as you want. I love you, Hannah.
I miss our Hot Wheels tracks because I wanted to build some the other day because I thought that would be fun.
Oh, but then Jason sent a video of Bradley playing with them, and he was having so much fun.
I'm super glad they went there. Like, come on, Dan, tricks are for kids. But I'm so I'm glad. I'm glad.
Right.
But I do miss our track.
Is his hair driving you nuts?
It is now. As soon as I turned left, you spotted it. Thank you for saving my life. So I'm okay with it, but I do miss that. And how many Hot Wheel cars do we have? 200, 100?
When I go to Chicago, I'll probably bring a handful because I keep trying to send batches out to Bradley.
There might be a soft spot on our floor from the bin of Hot Wheel that we
for
had.
sure. Brittany wants the Mario ? Cube Lego and the NES playable Lego in her cart.
Here's the problem I have with those Legos is you have to buy the $60 base set just to get the Mario that makes the noise. So when you buy all the other overpriced sets, they do the things.
Yes.
Come here.
He wants water.
Does he want water? I'll get him some water. So that's the only thing that makes me mad is it's a $60 buy-in to have the Mario that makes the noise. So that's hard.
Right.
That's hard.
Morgan says Owen likes to use the Lego table for his Hot Wheels. Yes, we were just talking about that the other day. What happened? Something came up and someone asked if I was going to give the Lego table to Bradley, and I'm like, no, that stayed in the Mosley family. That went over to the Brydens, and we were wondering like if you still have it, if you still play with it. That was one of the best things.
No.
Blake got it when he was like 3. I got that for him for Christmas.
It was a Lego table, and if you Google Lego table, you won't find it. You'll find all the sucky ones compared to the one that we got. It was at Costco for one time only, and it looked like it had 3 fins on it, and it was big and tall and thick, and that was the best. I love that Lego table.
Except that it was missing some bracket on the bottom or something. That made
I love that Lego table.
Janky.
That was so fun. So fun.
Yeah,
I'm glad you have it because
I've
I've never seen it since then.
Nope.
Never seen it since then.
Hannah says we could listen to Less Than Jake the whole time while we play Lego.
I feel like you've just like
We'll be best friends forever.
It's like you've planted a bunch of Pikmin and they're all little crystals now. They're all little. You're all like raising a bunch of little crystals with old. Because think about it. Less Than Jake is like that's our music, right? Like we always grew up with that.
Right.
That's
Well,
their.
I did. I don't know
That's
about you.
Crosby, Stills, and Nash, right? Hannah's like.
But they're still around and jamming.
Hannah's like 21, and Less Than Jake's been around for more than 21 years. That's even more than. That's like Chubby Check. That's our Chubby Checkers.
Right. This is the one that Brittany's talking about. Nope. No. Now we not. I don't know what happened.
I will show
Continue.
you.
Continue. You have to hit continue. Yeah, no. But there's still things on the.
Accept all.
Okay. Dan's clicking buttons, guys. Patience. Jim wants to know if you're drinking bourbon on the rocks.
I am. No, I'm drinking. This one's Jameson.
Morgan said it is missing a screw, and she had to
Whoa.
look it up to see if she could buy the part. It's from 2003. Yeah, that sounds about right, because we moved in together in 2004.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, and it was that Christmas.
That screen's just straight this.
Gotcha.
So so that one looks cool. And I watched somebody open it, and it opens up out. I think they're like $170.
Yeah.
But it opens out. That would be rad. I don't know where we would put that. And I do have your star up here, Brittany.
Did I skip one?
But that is rad. You would build that on the stream, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I would build any Lego on a stream.
Yeah. Like if we did that, we would do that on the stream.
Dan got me a little when you went to.
But we have
Vid
lots of
Summit,
cool
you got
stuff.
me a little Lego set. And I had
did.
so
you know,
much fun
let's
building
find it.
it.
We can find everything on here. Let's go Lego dive in for a minute.
I need you threw away the box, huh? Is the
What box?
the book there still for my Lego set? Let me read these super chats real quick before
Okay.
I do this part. Mouse Queen still has the massive collection of high quality plastic animals she's built over the years. These figures you'd find in zoos
Right.
or
Okay,
museums.
so-
They're all stuffed into a chest.
So I do believe that for the Playmobil stuff, there was the Playmobil stuff. They had that like the zoo animals had like really thin legs and stuff like that. I remember seeing those.
What's it called? Diadoras?
I don't
This
know.
one.
Okay.
This is the one Dan got for me.
I got you that at Downtown Disney. $10. Here, I'll grab it. They're rad.
Super fun. It's a lot of pieces. 141 pieces. It's all these little pieces, so it did take a while to build. It's super cute, and I
it's
love
little.
it.
Here, let me grab my
Yeah, it's hand sized.
It's good. It's big enough. Like it's cute. It's cute. I didn't see the cats there, but I was at Downtown Disney. I just saw
yeah.
Jess after a year.
Have you guys seen
I
these
was
cat sets?
I was so stimulated that I didn't see those yet. Oh, those are cute. I would have gotten those for you.
How freaking cute, you guys.
You know what? I believe I saw the Moneke Neko cat. The lucky Moneke
you?
Neko is a lucky cat or fortunate cat. Oh no, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Moneke Neko is beckoning cat. Like because remember here I say come here, and then in Japan they say come here.
Yes.
So that's a beckoning cat.
like how a cat
yeah,
does.
Moneke Neko is a beckoning cat. So I did see that, but I was so stimulated. Like I said, I ain't seen Jess for a year. I was like, oh my god, my bestie's
Right.
here. We're all, so I bought you the one, but oh my gosh, I didn't know if that had to have been in the Lego store.
They have gray cats and they have
Oh
orange
my gosh,
cats.
that's so cute. It's like old.
Aren't they adorable? It comes with 2 little cats.
But we'd have to change the nose because I don't think Mr. Tails' nose is that color. Kind of.
It was pink. It just
It was
had black
pink and black.
spots on
Can we
it.
paint some black on there?
What's this one? Ooh, that one's a secret holder. You can put your secrets in here, Dan.
Hand out the super chat says, "Excuse you, sir. I'm 27. My apologies, ma'am. Is ma'am old enough to call you? Also, refresh your stream. That was like 5 minutes ago.
What's the secret?
I don't-
I don't know what the secret is. Where does the secret?
I like the little dots. That's kind of cool. Oh, because look at maybe you can put your
This
pencils
is
in
their
it.
new thing. Is these dots?
Right.
And I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm not mad at it. I really like the cats. They're so cute.
Damn, my team's up 5-2 now. What a good home opener.
And Brittany says, I spent like an hour looking at the Lego site. Oh my gosh, girl, same.
I walked in there with
Same.
Jess with no Lego for at least 5 years before that, so it was so stimulating. And then there was an Aladdin genie on the ceiling, and it was 10 times bigger than what it showed in the GoPro. 10 times bigger. But there's nothing they have with I mean, we have the Indiana Jones set, like the Temple of Doom set, right? With like the whole Temple of Doom.
Yes.
I have some of the Lego Batman stuff that I came back with from Comic-Con with like 12 years ago.
Yeah, we have that big old bat wing. Is
So
that what
we
it's
do
called?
have a lot of that. We do have a lot of
We have
Lego stuff.
a space shuttle or something that Blake built.
Yeah. We had a dinosaur. Remember, you built a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Full on big. Crystal has a full on Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
I still feel that we could, like, I feel like we could.
I don't know if
get that
anybody would
one.
want to watch me. build
Okay,
Lego.
real quick for my whiskey talk. They sent me back with all kinds of scotch, and I finished it. Then there's the Jameson, which is regular whiskey, which is not corn whiskey, I think. And then I have more scotch, but I didn't open it because I didn't realize that we made tequila. We made whiskey sours. So we opened up the.
We had that. Gene gave me that.
Yeah. So this was already open. So now I'm just drinking regular whiskey, which is working pretty well. Feels different than
it doesn't stink as bad as beer, so I appreciate that.
And it's all watered down, so it's little bits. It's fun. It's you're getting fun, Dan. Don't ask Dan any hard hitting questions because you'll get wrong answers.
Speaking of wrong answers, Mouse Queen with the super chat. LOL, these plastic animals actually had nothing to do with the Playmobil thing.
Mm-hmm.
I followed friend, but Dan didn't. Totally different thing, but LOL, yeah, the Playmobil animals were always so stiff.
Did I miss it? Shut up, Dan, and go on.
So I'm wondering what these animals were because when I was little and we went to the zoo, there was like wax animals. Do you remember that?
Nope. I don't. Nope. I nope. Here, why don't you? Can you make it happen? Because look, we have a screen up. Let's make it happen.
Yes, okay.
Can you drag it down a little bit? Just take the mouse over here and drag it just down a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
I don't even know if it's a thing.
Everything's bright now because Google's white and bright and just shining on our face. Kamiko wants back in. I should get it. Okay, so there they are.
These were what we would make, and you like how you'd squish the pennies. You would go to the machine.
When you're done, will you let Kamiko in?
And you'd like.
You can go to the bathroom first.
Yeah, we totally had these. It would like squirt the wax into a mold, and then like.
Can you type in the machines? Can I see the machine for it?
Apparently it's called Moldorama.
I had a great time smashing pennies, which I still have some here from Disneyland.
Because this says something Orville Zoo, maybe something like that.
I had a great time smashing my pennies. Some of these are mine I can't give them all away. Some of these are mine. But I've never saw the wax thing at all. But I never went to the zoo. The first time I went to a zoo in my mind was we went to the LA Zoo, right?
Yes.
That was the first time I ever went to a zoo, and it was the most sad thing ever. Like, it was so sad. I've never seen so much alopecia. That's all I could describe it on like every animal. And it's sad if penguins live out in California. I'm the only penguins fan in California.
This isn't it, but
thank you.
It was something like this is what it looked like. This is a mini something.
There's got to be like 80s or 90s.
Oh, that's like a magazine.
Waxing. No, that's crazy. I'd never seen any of this stuff. Like, so
No?
I don't know. No, this seems like old school thing. Anybody in the chat,
Okay,
you
here we
guys
go.
know this?
See this guy on this, like, he's on this big machine, and here's a whole story of. Don't watch it. I just wanted the picture.
So you remember this visual of this? Kinda.
I remember like I don't remember like this top part,
Right.
But I remember like you would watch it like it was squished together and it would make the
Did
thing.
you crank it the pressure, or did it do it automatically, or do you remember?
I don't recall. But yeah, there were like tons of these.
Wow,
We
those.
had
But
these
what's like
little
the
wax
like? Look how
things.
good those look. What's the shelf life on these things? It can't be that good. Like,
it was pretty. You know, it wasn't plastic. It was like waxy.
I feel like
something.
sometimes like when you Kumiko, everybody's coming here. I feel like it's like when you know how you saved all your chocolate over there, which we won't get into, even though Crystal, yeah. And you know how some of it turns white. Like
Right.
at some point that's gonna break down, right? And all the moisture is gonna be gone.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
So yeah. So you had some of that. You got one of those.
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
like
I
a
remember
quarter?
having those. In the 80s probably.
Hi Joel. Joel's here. He said crank it to 11. Joel, did you ever have one of these?
Does anybody out here know what we're talking about? Morgan's laughing. The Thing Maker?
At this point, you're gonna have to read the chat.
Melissa says the smell of the wax. Yes.
See, I don't. Melissa?
Yeah.
Okay, she's more our age. So okay, so you would know.
Yeah, I don't see anybody saying they know what we're talking about.
Hmm.
Apparently, it was just me. Megan wants to know if they have Husky Lego. Let's see. We searched cat. Let's search dog.
Jim, the chat's blurry, but this is my first like hurrah, like sipping hard alcohol.
Yeah, I saw him asking if you were a whiskey person. He was
No.
not until Vid Summit,
Yes.
and then people showed him
Dr.
whiskey.
Stenberg, yeah, I was taught the ways of the whiskey. I need to get one of those balls. Sorry for the clanking, Brittany. The ice is there, but
Put it closer to the microphone.
we were
Dan.
looking into the balls and stuff, but this makes me feel fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, anybody who likes linear conversations. Joel said I got here late. I can't see what it is. So it's this machine, and we would get them at the LA Zoo, and it squishes together, and it like molds right there in front of you, like it squirts the wax or whatever. It had to be wax, right?
I can make that bigger and a smaller, but I like this. I'm vain. I'm so vain. This live
Probably
stream
think this live stream's about
you.
I
and
it would make you these little like
my
waxy
gosh.
animals.
Right, Joel, you ever remember that?
Was that a thing?
Joel,
for you ever?
who actually went to Disney World. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Did you see the people fighting at Disney World for these Starbucks tumblers that were vajazzled all around and purple. And like all the TikToks were people fighting over them because people
I don't TikTok, Dan.
and these like $14 tumblers from Starbucks that were vajazzled purple for 50th Disney World anniversary were being sold for hundreds of dollars on the eBays and stuff.
That's ridiculous.
But OMG.
Okay, real quick, let's
Yes.
look for.
Oh, the
I think
Dalmatian's
it was Megan
cute.
we were looking
Yes.
at these for.
What's up?
They have Dalmatian.
Okay.
They have German Shepherd.
And we have it. Maybe for the kids they're not as great, but you adults or older teens, you adults, oh my gosh, these are so fun. The bits are small enough and intricate enough that it's fun to build.
It's
and
all little pieces,
and
for sure.
it goes right on the shelf.
It's
Small,
definitely a display item, not a play item.
small,
But
right
it's,
on the
it's
shelf.
put together well.
Yes.
It's solid,
Yeah.
inside and everything.
So I don't recommend these for your child.
There's a Lego hot dog guy keychain.
I tried to convince the guy at Disneyland
That's
that I was
it.
going to be a hot dog for Halloween because I already had ketchup
Apparently,
hair.
they have like Polly Pocket Lego now. I don't know nothing
We
about
have
that.
some really
I love
expensive
these
Polly
build-
Pocket Pokemon.
Do you? Yes, we do.
Oh my
do you
gosh.
remember when we found the Lego creator set that built 3 different versions of a
Yes.
house, and it was only $10?
Yes.
That was the best day ever.
That
you
was the
guys.
best day ever.
Best day
You
ever.
hugged that thing forever, all the way through.
It was $10.
It was $10.
Lego is never cheap. If you guys ever find Lego on sale,
Lego,
buy
yes,
it.
yes. Always check the discount aisle, the clearance aisle at the Walmarts and stuff.
Yes.
Because when the Lego's on sale, you have to get it because those plastic bricks. Think of it is per brick. You don't. The sets do kind of matter. Whatever you love, Daniel Radcliffe, so you're gonna get the Potter one or whatever. That's fine. But look at the pieces. 550 pieces for $9.99. Oh my gosh! Like so you always want to look at the pieces.
Yes.
And how many
The piece
pieces you
count.
get, and then you look to see like what pieces you get in the house.
The set I got for Bradley, I was looking at 2 different sets and had to run it by Jason. Like, don't care about the price, but look at the piece count because this one's got more pieces, but this one has wheels, and we decided on the one with wheels.
Yes, because you
more
have to
fun
have
with
wheels.
the
Oh, Lego podcast, here it is. So like when we got the houses, it had like, do you remember the foliage where it'd be the plastic leaves? And then it would come up and you'd put your own little like gem things on each one. So like the house one had those. So like some of the proprietary pieces you could only get because if you buy some of the sets you could buy and take the proprietary pieces like the rose bush that you can put each little clear stone on it. You guys know what I'm talking about. And you could sell those for $9.99, $10.99 on eBay and stuff like that and still make your, especially the minifigs, you could make your set back. So the Death Star had the red Imperial guys, the only set, and that set was like $300. And we bought those guys for like $20 so Blake could have the guys, and that's what he sold or traded or
He
gave
had
away.
no
at
idea what
school.
it was worth.
Been there.
Mouse Queen, I do see your super chat. We will get to that. We're circling.
Yes, yes.
I will get back to that. Mel Shane says that Universal Orlando has those 3D sculpture machines, and Jim says that they still have the wax machines at Brookfield Zoo in Illinois. I think the Museum of Science and History.
That's so
I'm
cool.
sorry, Science and Industry.
Jim,
we may have to make a field
if
trip
I
when I'm
ever-
in Chicago
yeah,
just so I can get a video of that.
If I ever see one again, I'll definitely get one. When I was at Disneyland, we saw the coin machines. Oh my gosh. But I never saw that one.
Lucas says it was nice chatting, but I think it's time for me to hit
Bye,
the hey, gotta
Lucas.
help
Have a
your
good
girlfriend move
night.
tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for hanging
Welcome.
out.
Say bye to Lucas. This is his rookie's year at RFSfam. Right? Full buy-in.
Joel says there was one at a place in Florida when he visited his mom 6 years ago, and he got a mermaid. Do you still own it? What is the shelf life?
Yeah.
Has it held
Yes.
up? I need
Please,
to know.
please. Is it
Hannah
oxidated
says-
or not?
Hannah
right?
says it's like an early 3D printer.
It is a little bit.
Okay, so some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Sally says we used to get our kids those. Okay, so I'm not crazy in
Blake was in there
imagining
3D printing the other day. He was trying to make some sort of piece in there.
Yeah.
It's so
Okay.
neat to see that. It's like a mechanic. He's in there trying to print some piece for something. I don't know, a leg or third leg.
some
or
sort of something. Okay,
extension.
let's look at what Mouse Queen's talking about. She said if you look up brands like Schleich or Safari Limited, what do you want? It's not cuddling, apparently. Those are the animals I'm talking about. Okay, let's look. Can you keep it moving, bro? Oh, okay.
I feel like I see those at like the Michaels and stuff.
Yes, and do you remember the toy store that used to be in Palmdale? And I think it's like the AYSO or the Rec Center or something now, and it had that big
Yeah, there was this funky
like
toy
sign that stuck up. And I remember going there. What was it called? It was called something weird.
I'm such a child prick that I went into this toy store and looked, and it was like almost like Santa's workshop. So much wooden toys, so much toys that were not name brand, but like this place was huge, like a Kmart. It was huge, right?
But that's what I'm saying.
But I walked in there and I'm like, "Where's
I think it was
Nintendo?"
called like Arthur's Toys or
I
something.
never
weird
saw
like
a name
that.
brand anything. It was all stuff that I'd never seen before, like this and
Right,
Lincoln
and they
Logs
had
and
cases
stuff.
upon cases that had like stuff like this in it. I remember going and just
I have
looking at
flashes at
all
like
the
9
little
years old,
things
so
there.
like early 80s. I have flashes of that place and being jerky disappointed because I was such a like. I was such a big baby when I was like,
there
I
was
was
no,
just
like,
yeah.
video games
I
and
was Ricky
stuff.
Schroeder when I was a kid, so yeah, I was like, what is going on here? Okay, and you lived in
much.
Palmdale, and I lived in like Uptown Lancaster.
Right, so you were going to Toys R Us,
Right.
and we were over at.
Right.
I think. It was
Right, I was hanging
I'll
out.
have to ask my mom.
I was
think it
hanging out with the
Arthur's.
Jeffersons, like for sure, because I lived on the east side where it was popping. So
Right.
yes,
I lived on the east side too, but it was Palmdale. So it
look
was
how
different.
cute, look how like cozy that one looks on the bottom there.
Which
You
one?
have to scroll up because it's no one's gonna see it. Scroll, no, the other way.
That's
yeah,
down.
yeah, that one right there.
Which one?
Straight up to the right, right down.
That one? Mm-hmm. You like that one? Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
Mouse Queen says yes, they do sell them at Michael's.
Okay. Yeah. I've
Melissa
seen 'em.
says Lego usually goes on sale for Black Friday. The larger sets are sometimes like $20 less than regular price.
You know what? And for
Yes.
Lego, that is amazing.
Walmart right now has like 600 piece just sets. The one that I saw was the Lego Masters or something. It was Lego something, but it was the classic ones, and it was $25 for like 600 pieces. That's an amazing deal.
Good
It was like
per
half
piece.
price.
Yes, like I said, that's per piece. When I went to the Lego store, I could be wrong. I don't know. No, Jess ain't here. She's working. There was not one thing on sale in there. They don't have to.
No,
No, they don't have to.
Lego holds its value.
Right. Also, Lego's
Better than Beanie Babies.
Lego's imported. Oh my gosh. We watched the documentary on Beanie Babies on Vice's I Love the 90s or something. How do we see that one? Oh my gosh.
Dark Side of the 90s.
Dark Side of the 90s. If you ever want a lesson in business and how to deliver something, please watch.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
I've never seen one Beanie Baby destroy a $1 billion industry. One Beanie Baby destroys it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes.
Joel must still have his because
So
he said he's
good.
going to post a pic in the RFS family group. I would love to see it.
Let me know when it's there, and we will bring it up on
Yes.
the screen.
Jim and Cat Go Lightly both still collect the flat pennies. Do you guys have a little book for it? Because one time I was so excited. Where were we? Like the aquarium? Because we would go get the pennies every time. You know, when Blake's a kid, you take your kid around to all the different, like, we went to the aquarium, and we went to Legoland, and we went to wherever, and you get pennies
Legoland
everywhere.
was fun.
Legoland was incredible.
Legoland was
that
fun.
That was my favorite place we took him.
But I can only recommend it if they did something between now and then, 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
Right.
It was faded. Like, okay, so at one point you're a giant and you're walking through every, like, the Sphinx and you're walking through Las Vegas Strip and you're walking through New York.
Oh, that was the best.
And there were miniatures of it, but they were faded. Right. So if they fix the fadedness,
the
that's
other thing
fine.
is, a lot of it was that it was hands-on, and I don't know how well that holds up in these difficult times.
Right.
There was lots of, like, just bins and,
But,
like,
oh
hey,
my
go
gosh.
build cars and go race them and stuff.
AJ would love it.
Yes.
If you're not a germaphobe, go.
So much fun.
So
Bring the hand
much
sanitizer.
fun. He's at that perfect age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget.
I think Blake was like 5 or 6
Forget
when we went.
renting out the park so he can dunk you in a water tank. Get the Legoland. I'll come down and hang out with you guys.
Speaking of which,
that was good. It was good.
Amanda says, maybe Crystal could help me. I'm looking for something cheap Lego-wise to put in the party bags. AJ's birthday theme is Lego. Lego itself is not cheap. So the cheapest Lego item I think you can find is going to be the blind pack minifigs, but I would look for something like cups with a Lego head on it or something, honestly.
Sometimes you can find the little packets that are individually wrapped up towards Christmas. Towards Christmas time, you know how they're like at Target. You know how Target has the stocking stuffers? Well, they'll have like a Play-Doh thing, or maybe like a My Little Pony thing, or something like that, and you'll get the little mini bags of that stuff. Otherwise, to be honest, Lego's so expensive. Also, the Lego patent, oh my gosh, so nerdy. The Lego patent is up, so all the other Lego knockoffs, the Build-A-Block, what's the other Master Block? I'm buzzy. I don't know.
Mega Blocks. And then there was like, we got Blake a bunch of like Chinese knockoffs because they had really cool sets. Check the dollar store. Like, if you're not opposed to knockoffs,
they're thin and crummy.
They
yes.
worked really,
yes.
like, just, okay, sometimes
they would be
they
a
didn't
little
go together
box.
all the greatest, but
they would be a little box.